Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Cyclones will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense has the ball first today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. The handoff to Johnson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Gives it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long.
Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. Unleashes it. And the pass is caught. And the fake works. They get the 1st.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the 1st drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Hauser. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. On the move, it's Isaac. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Cyclones have this offense rolling. 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The give to the left side. Sweet cut there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They made the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Both teams scored on their first possession, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Pryor. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hauser. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over ULM. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Cyclones racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Makes the catch. It's Witherspoon. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quick tempo here for the offense.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important.
He unleashes a long one. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go back to the ground. Running to Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jamison. Slithers into space. He's loose on the right. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. And the Bearcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. The option look. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense, quick tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. On the move at the 30. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Peppers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far at Ames. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it. Because they're...
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. Got the football.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Cyclones are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Handoff to the single running back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little room.
The returner is tackled down at the 42. And the Cincinnati offense will
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Takes him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Going for 6. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. just a quick grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside.
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's need. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. He said there would be days in games like this. Nothing seems to have gone right in the latest mishap. A touchdown taken away by the flag. To the air on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Smith. Needed to get to the 45 for the 1st down. Stopped a little bit short. You'd think this is the go area on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll ride the hot hand. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll give it to the back. Gives it the big stiff arm. Touchdown Bearcats! And the route is on. In this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown run.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Isaac. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Cyclones are on the move. They'll run it to the right side. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. Going for it all. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 17 over Northwestern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets the back moving. A little release to the back. Oh, the quick spin move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. This is a designed run. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Looking for room. It's Peppers. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Reels it in down the left side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets him to the 29. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's Hauser. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other.